Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Gobbler427, and today I'll be predicting the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 group stage. That's how you say it, right? Qatar or Qatar? Yeah, Qatar. I'm pretty good at saying that now. Qatar, 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 Qatar. But yeah, like I said, I'll be predicting the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 group stage. And it's very exciting. It's happening from the time I'm recording this. It's happening in the one day, some hours, some minutes. Don't want to do the math right now, but yeah, let's just dive right into it. And at the end of the video, I will give you my predictions on who I think will go on and win the World Cup. These are the groups. Group A is right there. You have Group A, Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. Group B, we have England, Iran, the United States, Wales. Group C, we have Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. And in Group D, we have France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia. Group E, we have Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan. Group F, we have Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Group H, we have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea. Yeah, I tried to do that all in one breath. Very hard. Yeah, let's go on to Group A. We have Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands. As you can see, I already have my predictions up on the screen, but do not fast forward. I beg. I don't beg you, but just don't, because I will give you info of why I think of those predictions. So, like, I put Qatar in 4th place. They're the hosts, but don't think they're gonna do well, especially with their group, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands. And in 3rd, we have Ecuador. Senegal and Netherlands are definitely the favorites in this group, but Ecuador could definitely upset them because Ecuador do have some good players, but I do think they'll get 3rd in their group. That leaves Senegal and the Netherlands. It'll be a pretty good race for first, but Senegal are without Sadio Mane for the first few matches in the World Cup, so they'll be without him for the Netherlands game and the Ecuador game and probably the Qatar game. That's all group stage matches, but he might be able to go through. And if they make it to the round of 16, probably will. And that leaves Netherlands, the Dutchmen from the Dutchmen. Call them Dutchmen, right? Because that just sounds like weird. The Dutch, let's say. The Dutch are at full strength, and I think they might go far in this tournament because they're probably the best team in Europe at the time, like right now. Maybe Spain's competing against them, but they're doing pretty well, and so they'll get first, be able to beat Senegal, even though Senegal do have a good squad, but they are without Mane. So let's move on to Group B. In Group B, I think Iran will not be able to get many points. They might be able to get 1 point from a draw against one of the teams, but they won't do too well at all. Now, the 2nd and 3rd place, Wales and US. US are really unpredictable because I did not think they'd be making the World Cup for a very long time. Well, until 2026 actually, because they're hosting, I think. And yeah, but they did, so they're full of surprises. But I'm guessing I think they're gonna place third, and Wales will place above them second because Wales do have a better squad than the U.S. But U.S. are going. I think they might be dark horses in this competition. One of the dark horses in this competition. But Wales will ultimately triumph and get second place, as England will get first because it's not much competition for most of for their group. They don't have England don't have big competition like Spain or Germany. But Wales is a worthy competitor, but not so sure they're gonna be able to win England, even though England have Harry Maguire, who will score own goals. I bet you. I bet you he will score at least 3 own goals in the World Cup, obviously. He's going to score one against US, Wales, and Iran. One for each game. Or maybe a hat trick. Ooh, that would be nice. But, yeah. Moving on to Group C. Group C, we have Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Wait. For this one, the Group A, didn't you notice all my predictions were basically the opposite of how they were listed? But yeah, back to Group C. Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Pretty good group, except for Saudi Arabia, I should say. I mean, Saudi Arabia are a very good Asian team. One of the best, if not the best, Asian team in this in the continent. But I'm not sure they'll be able to get through with their group having some big talents like Leo Messi, Lewandowski, who else? Lautaro Martinez, and Raul Jimenez. They probably won't be able to go through, and they'll get fourth. Mexico and Poland will be fighting for second spot because Argentina will get first because it's Messi's last World Cup. So Argentina and Messi will fight super duper hard and to try and win it for Messi and all the other players as well, but mainly for Messi. While Poland and Mexico, because Messi this is probably his last World Cup. They want him to win it. I mean, I want him to win it, but I don't. It'll be a tight race for the World Cup. But as I was saying about the Poland-Mexico situation, Poland, I think they'll get second as Lewandowski will score bangers from outside the box, inside the box, simple tap-ins. Yeah, he'll score a lot of goals basically. While Mexico will be just like a few points between. We'll have a few points, like 1 point between them and Poland. Now, for Group D, we have France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia. Now, this is the first prediction that I have that not everyone will agree with. I have put Australia in second. Well, it's not just because they're my home country. Well, it's kind of part of that, but also because of the curse. And if you have no idea about the curse that I'm talking about, let me explain it to you. So, I think it started in 2006 that whoever wins the World Cup, that the next World Cup, they'll get grouped. Like in the 2018 World Cup, it was Germany. They won the World Cup in 2014 and just got grouped easily in the 2018 World Cup, even though I'm pretty sure they had a very, a group that you'd expect them to go through. But yeah, this is what I think is gonna happen to France. While Denmark on form, in form, Christian Eriksen is gonna score goals, get assists, definitely. Pierre Hoiberg, Tottenham player, very good as well. Other players as well who are very good. Don't want to name them because I need to name the Australian players who will get Australia to second. Let me name a few of Matthew Ryan, Andrew Redmayne, I think that's how he says. Andrew Redmayne, Redmayne. The Wiggles, the dancing wiggle goalkeeper, from the penalty shootout against Peru. Great stuff. Great. And we have Jason Cummings, and we also have new talent Garang Kwal, who's signing for, I think it is, Newcastle soon. Right now he plays for Central Mariners, and he has 2 goals, 2 assists in 4 matches, which is pretty good. And I'm excited to see him in the Premier League, as he's in the Premier League and he's Australian, so obviously I'll look forward to that. But other than that, from Australia, Tunisia, we don't need to talk about them. I do not think they will go through in like against the other teams. But now we have Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica in Group E. So so Spain, Germany, Costa Rica, Japan, a very good group in Group E. Spain and Germany obviously are the favorites, and I did put them in first and second place, but I think Spain will win the group because Spain have some incredible talents with Pedri and Gavi and other players who I will not name because I need to name some German players who are also pretty good, like Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, and who's the goalkeeper? Manuel Neuer. They'll definitely be fighting, but I think Germany's not a huge. Germany's gonna get second, and Spain's gonna get first. As for Japan and Costa Rica, they'll try their best, but I don't think they'll make it out of the group stages. Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia for Group F. Another group which I think will have a upset with Canada. Canada won the CONCACAF, and I think they'll do pretty well. They'll be one of the dark horses in the World Cup. Maybe make it to the quarterfinals, semifinals. Who knows? But they do have a pretty good team with Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, Kyle Larin, and other players. But they won't be able to beat Belgium in first place because Belgium have KDB, Courtois, a bunch of other exceptional players. But Croatia and Morocco also have some very, very good teams. With Morocco having Achraf Hakimi and Hakim Ziyech, and Croatia having Ivan Rakitic and Luka Modric, just to name a few. But Croatia didn't do too well in the Euros, and I think Canada will take second, and Croatia will get third, leaving Morocco in fourth. Because Morocco, it's just I don't think they'll do too well in the competition. Just maybe will slip up under the pressure. Maybe Canada will too, or Croatia or Belgium. But yeah, these are my predictions for Group F, and now let's move on to Group G. This group has Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. Brazil are, I think they're one of the favorites to win the World Cup, with their squad being super good. Like they have Rafinha, Neymar, Alex Telles, Alisson, Ederson, and more players who are super good. They just will do exceptionally well. And yeah, and Serbia, they'll also do pretty well with their attack being very good with Alexander Mitrovic and Dusan Vlahovic. That's how you say it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, and for Switzerland and Cameroon, they'll have a hard time beating these two teams, I think, and they won't do too well. But they'll definitely get some points on the table. Group H, the last group, we have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. Now, if this would technically be a very, very good group, except that South Korea doesn't have their main man, Heung-min Son, due to injury. Now, I'm not sure if their squad is very good without him, but I don't know actually if they're good, so I can't say anything. But they'll definitely beat Ghana in their table, and they'll get third. Ghana will get fourth, and Portugal and Uruguay will take the two round of 16 spots. Portugal will get first as Ronaldo will. It's also probably his last World Cup, and he'll also want to do well, but I'm not so sure he'll be able to win the World Cup, as Portugal don't have Diogo Jota and some other key players in the squad, but they do have a very good team. Uruguay have a very good attack defense, but they won't be able to match the width of Portugal, and they'll come in second with Portugal in first. Now, here are my citations for image credits. And always remember to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and watch the World Cup. It's very important that you watch the World Cup. Highlights are fine. Like, just not watch the World Cup, but like, if you don't have access to watching the World Cup, like, look at the scores and stuff. That's what I'm just trying to say. And yeah, just do all those things, and it'll put you on a path to success. Bye.